in my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back. Gang.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And what a career resurgence for Baker Mayfield. He went from being a discarded starter to a Pro Bowl quarterback, and he's coming off a year where he set career highs in passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage. But best of all, the ultimate leader for his ball club.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's second down.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Will find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Mayfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's second and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here is 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So on 4th down, on is Riley Dixon to punt for Tampa Bay. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He didn't expect this year to be any different.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Gets past one man. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Eagles.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 27 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Slot man moves right. Throwing, Mayfield. A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
White showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
Chase McLaughlin.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they go instead with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
15. And an Eagle first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. Oh, what a juke into space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 6 yards.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. Couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Bucs now. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7. So a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Shelling through the defense. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Mayfield looks to throw. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Mayfield to throw it. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
48-yard line. 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Running the toss to Irving. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short.
What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cade Otton, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. A solid stiff arm. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And now a pause because we got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to it. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here now, 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw right side complete to Dotson. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They go play action with Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And an Eagles first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Mayfield now. Otten brings it in over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Handoff running left, Irving. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score.
Again, in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
3rd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got room past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 14.
That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
Hurts. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This will be complete to Mechie. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Mayfield looks to throw. And out across midfield down to the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's good. We're on Tampa Bay. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there,
but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Here's a handoff to Irving. Down to the 42, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You notice trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now he's forced out left. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
48-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All the books TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, putting working on the phones. Either that or try the money more to make it pick up.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So Mayfield and the Bucs down by 13, a minute 13 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Mayfield to the left side. He gets this one to Ibuka. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of